I'm actually going to record this if you don't mind.
That's not coming up.
Hold on one sec. No, that's not going to come up. Sorry. The NHD report signature page. So skip that one for now.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to complete your AVID as well.
Which one's this?
That's the agent visual inspection disclosure.
Okay.
So what you'll want to do is go to the house and just write down what you're observing about the property.
Okay.
To be able to provide this disclosure. So you're going to want to do that within that buyer's inspection window. How long do they have for inspection again?
I don't know.
What did it say on the RPA? It's pretty far down, so keep scrolling. I think it's on the next page. Nope, not that one. There. 17 days?
Okay.
Okay, and she didn't shorten it, right? There was no counteroffer to shorten it?
No.
Okay. I thought that they had shortened it. I guess not.
For what?
For their...
Yeah, I thought they did too.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Because that's a long inspection period.
That is a long inspection period.
This was the all cash offer, right?
Yeah.
The all cash offer initially came in with a shorter inspection, I thought.
Yeah, I'm super confused now. Because Steve, didn't they come in with a shorter inspection period?
No, they didn't really. The escrow period was what they shortened down, but they didn't say anything about the inspection period.
Period again. No, I don't think it's true.
So what do I do next?
So what was their escrow period?
30 days.
What did they shorten it to?
Oh, it was 60 days, and then they shortened it to 30.
Oh. Okay.
There was a shorter one.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, David and I are like, we thought there was a shorter one. Yeah, it might have been a different offer. Yeah, in the future, you'll want to shorten those down, especially that inspection window.
Okay.
Yeah, but all right. Well, whatever. It is what it is now. So.
Okay. So I got the. Okay, let's go back to. So I got the Avid.
Okay.
Right.
Once you have that filled out, you will want to send that out for signatures once it's all filled out. But for now, obviously you're not going to send that out for signatures at all.
Okay. Right, so, okay, let me add that. Okay, so then just go to Sky Slope. Avid buyer side. So
yeah,
where's
the buyer side, obviously, unless you're representing the buyer as well.
Oh, okay. So then SPQ. Okay, got that. I got that.
Okay.
SBSA.
Yeah.
Do I need the ESD?
No, they're not exempt.
SBSA. Okay. Okay. WCMD. Okay. Marketing. MCA. Oh.
So if you have any of these already signed by the seller, then you don't have to have them sign it again.
Okay. I don't think I had, well, market conditions advisor, I think I had that one signed.
So if you already have that one signed, then you don't have to worry about it. You'll just want to make sure the buyer's agent gets it.
Okay. Local area disclosure.
So you're not going to be able to, excuse me, you're not going to be able to find that in zip forms. That
Okay.
if there's any local area disclosures, I don't know about that area. Do you?
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay. So then get the combined environmental hazard.
yeah, so EXP has, hold on, let me go check in my book because I already had saved that signature page, but that's not something you're going to find in zip forms.
Okay.
So go back to the disclosures if you don't mind on zip forms. Oh, I'm sorry, on Sky Slope. Sorry, you were there. Let's see. Scroll down. Is there an RCSD? There is, isn't there? Didn't you have that filled out already?
I thought I did.
Okay, you're gonna want to make sure that that the buyer also has a copy of that.
Okay. The RCSD. This one, right?
Yeah. So since it's already signed, so you want to make notes or something of the ones that have already been signed that you'll need to send over to the buyer's agent
Okay.
because you want to make sure you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
I don't do disclosures or my paperwork. I'm just like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
So let me go to working. So anytime that you have any documents or what I heard that you need, sometimes you can find them within the working documents file in SkySlope. So if you go there and I'll show you where that is. So scroll up. It's like a water. Go to SkySlope home. So click on
Where, click on where?
EXP, I think, to the left.
Right here?
And then you'll see all the way at the right, it'll say working documents.
Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna see if you can find this with me. So go to Office Docs. So let's see. Let's scroll through sight unseen, agency disclosure, closing worksheet. Okay, go to the second page. I don't see it on there. Nope. So go to the left where it says miscellaneous forms. Click on that. Over it's empty. I'm surprised they don't have it in here. They really should. Maybe I could bring that up to them and be like, hey, we need a earthquake signature page. Anyway, I'm gonna send it to you. So while I'm doing that, if you want to go ahead and go to each one of those forms and make sure everything's filled out. Each one of those forms that you had in zip forms.
Yeah. Which forms do I?
So go back to list or go, yeah, back to list. And then each one of those forms that you added, go in there and make sure everything's filled out on them. So they have names and dates and all of that.
Cool.
So yeah, yeah, you won't do the Avid yet.
Okay. got all the info. Okay. So then just keep cross-checking the checklist then.
So go to like each form and make sure they have names and dates and everything. And I'm about to send you a couple forms to add on. So those will come from the buyer side.
These the reports.
So if you don't order it, escrow will order an NHD report. So you can ask them if they will order it because it's $100 and the seller usually pays for it.
Okay.
Around $100, depending on which company you use. Sometimes it's 95, 90. And then they should be ordering the prelim from title. So those two things should come from escrow.
I got the preliminary report of title.
Okay. Well, you can attach that later.
Okay.
And then when they do a termite report, you'll want to upload that here. So you'll have to get that from the buyer's agent.
Okay.
And if they're not doing it, then you'll probably want to get a buyer inspection waiver.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see. So scroll back up to disclosures. All right. Did you add in the WCMD? Did you add it?
That's that one, right? The water.
So go to that form. I just want to double check all these forms and make sure they're complete. All right, scroll up. Okay, looks good. And just go through each form with me.
Okay, I've got that, so that I just got to put that in there. You said I couldn't get that.
Okay.
And then the combined environmental hazards, that comes from somebody else, right?
Yeah, I sent that to you.
Okay, yeah, okay, you just sent
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So what you do whenever you have a document that's outside of zip forms is you go to zip forms.
Yeah.
And you download it. There you go. So you want to download those and then keep those in a safe place so you can access for your other listings that you'll get in the future.
Okay.
Now for the earthquake hazard disclosure form, or the residential earthquake hazard report, I don't know if that's required or not for Orange County. So you'll need to find out about that because I have no idea if that's
Okay, and then so I want to put it over. Whoops, sorry. I want to put it over in this, right?
right. So you'll go scroll up and then yeah.
Right now it's just my downloads. So
And okay, and then it'll do it.
okay.
All right, cool. So you won't fill those out until you're actually going to e-sign.
Okay.
So let's continue to go through the forms. So click on the SPSA form. Back in zip forms. We're just making sure they're complete.
It's just at the end.
Yeah. This is a long form.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever reads that. They should. Yeah, that looks good. And of course, if there's anything that's missing on the form, SkySlope will let you know because we have people reviewing it from EXP.
Okay.
Let's click on the seller property questionnaire. All right, and then, so for these forms, Steve, do you know what to tell your client?
No.
Okay. So, okay, make sure you do county of. before you-
What's that?
Um,
County of Orange?
so it's situated in Orange County or Orange?
In the city of Orange in Orange County.
Okay, that's not confusing at all. All right. So for this form, basically what you're gonna have your seller do is, you see how in number 2 it says, you know, to tell the buyer about any non-material or significant items.
Yeah.
So what I tell people is, you know, you're trying to tell people everything about the property. If you have any sort of question, well, what about this? The answer is always yes. Because anytime they're asking you, well, what about the blah, 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 blah. And just by them asking you that question, that means that it should be included, or that's a yes. Because plenty of times I have people ask me, well, you know, well, what about, I don't know, I can't even think of anything right now, but they're like, well, what about this? And I'm like, yes, because that, if you're asking me this, then, you know, obviously that's something that the buyer would want to know. So if it would affect the buyer buying the property, you definitely want to tell them about it, even if it's something small, such as we have ants every summer.
Okay.
That effect. So scroll back up though. So whenever they're going through these questions, like on number 5, they're going to answer yes or no. And whenever they answer yes or no, they're going to answer yes to it. They have to provide an explanation. Even if they're like in an HOA, they just have to put in an HOA, we have CC&R, something to that effect. And I know it seems facetious, but that's just what this form, you know, you have to do for this form. And what Debbie always says is that, you know, we're not supposed to tell them yes or no. So just make sure you advise them, like you can give them explanations, but you can't answer the question for them.
Yeah.
So, would that be a yes or a no? You just route them back to what the question is asking. Because think about it, like if you say, oh, well, you don't have to put yes to that, put no, and then that comes up later as an issue, who are they going to point to? They're going to point to you.
Yep. Okay.
So, I would just read over these questions before you send this out to the client. Now, are you going to fill these out in person with them, or are you going to send them to sign it electronically?
Probably electronically because they're just not under the same roof.
Okay, so what I would do is before you send it out electronically, I would just tell them, hey, I'm going to shoot over some disclosures to you. I want to help you with filling these out. So please let me know of a good time and we can sit down and talk about this.
Yeah.
It can be a phone call, but just at least be, you know, be there and offer them
Perfect.
for filling
We'll do.
these out. Because nobody ever knows how to answer every question. So people usually have quite a few questions when they're filling this out. So basically that's what's going to be for that entire form is just they're going to have to read the question, answer yes or no to the best of their knowledge, and then give explanations on it.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have questions on this form before you go over it? I know it's a lot.
No, I'm going to probably just digest it after we get off the phone just before I send it out, obviously, and like really kind of be prepared because, yeah, there is a lot on here.
But yeah, there is a lot. So if you have any questions as you're reading it yourself, please don't hesitate to email me the questions. It's easier than text.
Okay.
And my time is limited before I go out of town, but I want to make sure I'm supporting you as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just let me know if you have questions on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just got to start getting all these kind of out and over to people. So it's, I mean, a lot of this makes sense, you know? Okay.
Yeah, because if you've never taken a contracts class, then it makes it a little bit tougher going through these forms because, you know, Debbie explains these things in pretty deep detail. So
Okay.
you can attend some of those classes as well. I don't think that they have anything going on for the rest of the year, but I think next year they're taking up.
Isn't there archives?
What's that?
Isn't there like archive sessions that you can see some of the stuff too, or is that?
Can't record the contracts class for legal reasons,
Okay.
which is too bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, I kind of have my work cut out for me. I guess I got to get these out, and then the rest of the contracts I have in, I got to get them assigned to the right thing.
Yeah. So go back to the forms. I just want to make sure everything looks good. Good.
Oh, the
I
forms.
think that's the last one we haven't gone over.
Which one's that? The
Left in that same row you're on?
real estate transfer disclosure?
Yeah, that one. All right, and then you're going to want to put whatever the date is up there. And then this is just like they're saying whether or not they live in the property, and then they're putting whatever the property has down below. So it's just a list of those things.
Mhm.
And then, you know, they can just, if they are not sure about the roof type or the age, they can always put unknown.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, it's going to ask about if any of the above are not in operating condition. So if anything is wrong with any of those items, they'll have to list it. And then this is essentially like the SPQ where they're going through and reading the answer.
Yeah.
You have to explain. And this is just saying that both agents are going to provide, well, Tasha's representing herself, but both agents have to provide an inspection disclosure.
Do you have to check any of these things or?
So for this, yeah, so I would just put see attached for yours because you'll provide that. And then for hers, she will just have to send that to you, so you don't have to check anything.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Cool. And then for the timeline as well. So when I asked you what the inspection was, you couldn't recall. So
Yeah.
the thing to do for that is, I don't know what works best for you, but what works best for me is Trello. I don't know if you've ever used it, but it's amazing because it'll send you, it basically, you can do a whole list of things. And it'll,
Yeah. I use Trello with one of my clients.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's the best way because you want to make sure, like, you know, because the first timeline is the 3 days for the earnest money deposit. I would imagine by now that has been done. Yes.
It happened on Friday.
Happened on Friday. Okay, awesome. And then you'll want to just track each one. So it's going to be a lot easier for you since it's in all cash, but you're going to want to track that inspection period. So you will count it from, so day of acceptance is day 0, and then the next day is day 1. So you'll want to count 17 days from there. And,
Okay.
And so you want to track that due date so that way you know when that time is coming.
Okay.
And then you'll want to keep track of, like, has she made her inspection yet? Do you know? Has she contacted you saying, hey, we want to property?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so you'll just want to get that from her and just ask her, hey, have you figured out when you want to come inspect the property? And then obviously you're going to coordinate that between the seller and their schedule, and just let them know, and let them know to have things cleaned up and all of that. Have all the utilities on, make sure everything's working, because you want to make sure everything's set up for the buyer to go, because you don't want to have the buyer come back out, because then, you know, they might ask to pay for the re-inspect fee. So you just want to make sure everything's set up and ready to go for them, for their home inspection. And but yeah, I would contact them maybe today and just ask her, like, hey, do you know when you want to do your property inspection?
Contact Tasha or the sellers or both?
No, you would contact Tasha since she's the buyer. So
Yeah.
be doing the home inspection, so just ask her when she wants to do
Okay.
it.
I got you. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
So yeah, you just want to make sure you're coordinating all of that. Definitely contact escrow, or you could order the natural hazard disclosures.
okay.
As far as a company goes, was there a company identified in the contract? I don't think so, right?
No, I don't think so.
So you can just go with like my NHD. My NHD is fine.
Okay.
So you can just have escrow order it if you're unsure how to. The great thing is that in SkySlope now, you can order the NHD right through there.
Yeah, I saw that.
So you can even go through there, say order NHD,
Yeah.
click on that, and then you see how it gives you different ones. You can choose whichever one.
Oh, this is my NHD. Is this what you're talking about?
Just make sure it has the environmental in there. So
Okay.
if you clicked on that, it will order it for you, and then you can send that over to escrow.
So go ahead and order it.
Yeah, if you want to. Like, it makes it so easy. And then it'll appear in your inbox. So it's awesome.
Perfect.
It's pretty.
Perfect.
And then just make sure you get the NHD over to Tasha. I believe escrow should have sent that prelim to her. So you should be set there. And then also make sure you do the natural hazards booklet as well.
Okay.
Do you know where to find that?
No.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's in the California workplace or not, but this is an item we have to provide to the buyers. So since you're doing your own transaction coordination, you're going to make sure you have that as well. So let me go find that and then just save it for future reference so that way you have that. What I've done is I put a seller folder on my desktop and just put all the files in there.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what Ian. Oh, my drive's not hooked up right now because I'm not working off it. But yeah, I have sellers, and I have Bowman, and then I have their address, and then everything's in there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and then I have like standard forms that I use for.
Yeah, they're going to be for everybody.
So let me find that for you real quick. Oh wait. And it was a home built prior to 1978.
Prior to 1978, yes, 1954.
Okay, just make sure you have a lead disclosure as well.
Oh, lead disclosure?
Lead-based paint disclosure.
Okay. Is that in here?
No, that's in zip forms.
Wait, I'm in zip forms, right?
Right. But that's, I've never done it like that. That's why I was like, what are you doing?
Lead, this one?
Yep.
Come on. Oh.
When was the day of acceptance again? That was last Monday, right?
No, Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Okay. So if you get it out today, you're within your 7-day window.
Haha, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
I will. Oh.
No pressure.
Yeah, no, so just all this. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm doing the rest of the afternoon. So,
Right. Yeah, you just
uh,
make sure you click that it's part of the California purchase agreement up top.
what's that?
Just check that first box is what I'm saying.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then
Save.
you want to go back to the residential booklet receipt. I'll show you how to fill that out.
The which one?
The scroll down. I'll show you. The scroll down again. Right there on the left side. That page. Yeah, the booklet page, receipt page.
Earthquake booklet receipt.
Um, I didn't save it. Just click on it. So you'll fill out this for both. You don't have to fill out both of them because they're the same thing.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that you have a signature for each seller, and then one for Tasha. And she's the listing broker. She's not the listing broker or the listing agent. Sorry, that would be you. So you would put the seller and buyer on the right side, and then the selling broker would be Tasha and her name on that left. But you don't have to fill that out for her. You can always just send that over to her. So you'll fill out the property address, and then you'll put the buyer and seller printed name. You can do one for Chad and one for Joanna if you wanted to, or you can stick them all in the same one, because otherwise you'll have to fill out the property address again and everything.
Okay.
So you'll just put listing broker EXP, your listing agent, Chad and Joanna, date and time.
Okay. And then selling brokers with active investment selling agents, Tasha Mazakis.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, was that a question?
Yeah, I mean that's how her broker's active investments, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Wait. No, actually, you are gonna have to fill out both. Sorry, because you see how it says signature and one says printed. So you're gonna have to put their signature on the left side and their printed in on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this receipt is always it's kind of dumb the way that it's
So fill out both.
you gotta just fill out both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have a little snack after we get the phone and get to filling out all this stuff.
Yeah, because you want to get that out today.
Yeah, I'll get it all out today.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Ian wanted me to maybe connect you and him before you left, because if he could help fill in any gaps while you're gone, you just want to kind of get up to speed. Do you think maybe we could get on a quick call maybe tomorrow real quick?
To talk about
Just he like just kind of a 5-minute, 10-minute introduction so he can kind of introduce himself, and then if he's got any questions, because if you're gone and I'm in a pinch, he say he definitely wants to help me, but he wants to kind of talk to you first, just make sure that he's on the same page with you.
okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, just reach out to me and
Yeah, tomorrow, whenever you I'll reach out tomorrow, but yeah, whenever you have some time, just like I said, like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Tasha.
Oh, you're welcome.
If you hear the sound of a head smash